So the first step is to get your ingredients out together so that you feel comfortable with what you're adding and you don't miss any steps. So the more that you can get your stuff together, the easier your process becomes. So usually when I'm cooking, I go ahead and get everything out so that it's just one thing right after the other. So with this recipe and most recipes in baking, you have your dry ingredients separate from your wet ingredients. This will be our dry ingredients that we'll start with first, and then we'll add, this will be our wet ingredients, and then we'll combine them and fold them.
Okay.
So with the Blondie brownie, you want to make sure that you don't overmix and you don't overcook. Something that's really easy to do with this particular brownie. Okay? So you want to handle the wet ingredients,
Sure.
and I'll take care of the dry ingredients.
I got it.
I'm going to start with, this is our flour, 2.5 cups that we sifted. It's pretty important to sift your flour because it'll make lumps and doesn't always work out well. Unusual in this cornstarch that we have. Then we have your baking soda and some salt. And that ends our dry ingredients, believe it or not. So I'll start whisking this while you start with yours.
So I can go ahead?
Yep, so you'll do your eggs and your butter. And then, believe it or not, these actually are part of your wet ingredients. So this is brown sugar.
Okay.
So you'll want to include that. And this is your granulated sugar.
And then I just fold, right?
Yep. Well, actually, you can just stir those together. We'll fold when we actually put in the dry.
Oh, okay.
So you'll want that nice and smooth. So you'll want to add your vanilla extract. It's a whole tablespoon in this particular recipe because your blonde brownies really depend on your vanilla.
Okay.
They're heavily dependent on that. So we're adding more than we usually do. All right. So then we'll start, and the way that I usually do this is just go ahead and dump it in, and then you start folding.
Okay.
Okay? I know that seems a little overwhelming at one time, and some people will do a little bit at the time, but you don't want to overwork your dough, and so I think it is easiest if you put it all in, then you won't overwork it. You do a little bit at the time, you tend to do a little bit more.
How's my folding?
Your folding is very good. I would swing on the outside. There you go. Just to kind of incorporate it all.
I'm a baker, so it better turn out good.
It'll be delicious by namesake and by skill. So you pretty much want to make sure there's no flour showing. So you want it all incorporated, but you're really close.
It gets tough after a few minutes.
It does. It's a nice arm workout, and so you'll have nice biceps on one side and not on the other, but it's okay. With the blonde brownie, you can add a lot of different things. One of the things I like to add is white chocolate chips. They give a little extra something different than you would normally have in a brownie. So you want to just toss those in. I personally like pecans in mine.
I do too. I love pecans.
Some people will put walnuts in these, and some people won't do nuts, especially if they have a nut allergy. But in these in particular, I think that pecans really add something to it.
Yeah.
So just fold those together. Because you wanted to do more folding, right?
I did. I wanted to do all of the folding.
When you get home, you can tell your significant other you're not folding anything else today. No clothes, no laundry, no nothing, because you folded all you want to today.
Oh, well.
All right? You can just toss that right in there.
So we just go. So then I guess I just press it in.
Yep, that's exactly right. You're going to press it to the corners.
Try to make it even. I think that is pretty.
Looks delicious already, doesn't it?
It does.
And butter and brown sugar always make a great combination right from the beginning.
Absolutely.
I would say you can't go wrong, but you can.
Yeah.
Anything can go wrong at the bakery. So we'll just put this in here. We'll just put it in the oven. This is a convection oven, so it does not work like your home oven. So I wouldn't suggest this temperature. I would suggest putting it on your home oven at 350. You're going to want to do it probably about 25-30 minutes at home. This is a convection oven, so 300 is the max you want to do it, and 20 minutes is really going to get it done. Again, you don't want to cook it too long because that will mess up your brownie. We have these nifty, handy things on the sides so that you can just lift your brownie out and just place it down, and then it's ready to cook. Cheers.